Hi, my name is Bill, and I live at John Perkins Center, Indwell. And I've been here at 2011. And how I got into here is my mom helped me try to find a better place because I've been suffering from anxiety and worked for a farmer for 16 years. And I was living in Dundas, and I couldn't afford a rent, and I wasn't so much in depth of money wise and stuff like that. So I got help from my family members with that, and they decided to move me into Indwell. So I moved into Indwell in September 24th, 2011. And this place, they look after you really good. And my health is much better now because I'm taking better care of myself, and I know what my limits are, and they also teach you what your boundary is. And I usually eat 2 meals a day or 1 meal a day, but now it's turned out to be 3. And we have a student nurse over here, and she helps us to how to deal with our living, what's the good thing, what's the healthiest and stuff like that, and what's our boundary and stuff. We have so many volunteers in here, and I'm very thankful for them, and the staff members are very good too. So anybody wants to ask any questions, I'd be...
Bill, tell me more about, you said you were living in debt.
Yeah.
And what's the impact of being in a place where what was it like to be in a place where you weren't quite sure whether or not you'd be able to make your monthly payments, and you weren't quite sure whether or not you'd be able to stay in your housing? What's that like?
It's awful. It's more like it's some odd time. I'm so much in debt. I used to have a car, and it doesn't matter for me with a car. It would never work out with me with a vehicle. And it doesn't matter if I tried to do some ways to get a payment, and I use into credit cards and stuff like that, and it's not fun. It's really scary. It's so much scary. The only thing I had to do is be honest with somebody to help me to get out and you could go for all kinds of help, and they say, yeah, you could pay that, but still it wouldn't do any good. So I'd be honest with you, for my part, I had to declare bankruptcy. It was really bad. And I have a trustee now that she takes care of my money wise, and she takes care of the rent and stuff like that. And let me tell you, I got a big smile on my face because when I was so much in debt, I was worried about what I'm going to have for supper, or what I'm going to eat and stuff like that, or how I'm going to pay my bills and stuff like that. So now I'm learning with my budget wise is she gives me a certain amount, and I take it out. And number 2, believe it or not, a lot of people don't do this. I write everything down, what I spend. So, and that really, that helps me a lot. So, and sometimes I feel tired, I don't feel like doing it, but still I have to push myself to do it. So I like to know, because some months you spend more than the other, and you look back in your book, oh, I should never did that. So, but yeah, writing stuff down, it does. And I got that help from my mom with that one. Yeah. We usually, when the weather's very nice, we usually spend some time outside. And there's some odd time, you get a little bit extra money. We could go, a whole group of us could go to Tim Hortons, stuff like that. But sometimes it gets too much and say, you guys, I can't do this every single day. Yeah. And you know what? The people do respect. And the tenants in here are awesome. Yeah. Every tenant is different. Some people just don't like to go out, and but I get a good get a good along with all the tenants.
Bill, thanks so much.
You're welcome.